Happy Monday. Thanks for joining us at noon today. I'm Anne-Marie Tiernan, and today we start new today with a new proposed map for the congressional districts in Indiana. This map is out, and it comes from the GOP as lawmakers now are gathering today for an early start to the 2026 legislative session. Emily Longnecker live at the State House with what that map is revealing. Emily.
Yeah, and the proposed map dropped this morning on the House Republican Caucus website, and already take a look. This is the pushback against it this afternoon at the Indiana State House. This is the rally against redistricting. These folks are all here because they say they are against redrawing the state's congressional districts mid-cycle. You can see a lot of folks are wearing purple. They say it's a sign of solidarity across all political identities, Democrats, Republicans, independents, and that's because since this redistricting push began in August, over time we have seen people from all of these groups speak out against redistricting. Let's take a look at the proposed map that these folks are speaking out against. Here it is. It was first posted this morning on the Indiana House Republican website. It redraws every one of Indiana's 9 congressional districts. The goal is to make it so that every district is held by a Republican after the 2026 midterm elections. Let's take a look at the current map. Right now, 7 districts are held by Republicans and 2 are held by Democrats. The map seeks to unseat Democratic Congressman Andre Carson in the 7th district and Democratic Congressman Frank Mervan in the 1st district. Under the current map, most of Marion County is in District 7, including all of Indianapolis. But under the new map, Marion County would be divided into 4, with the 7th district only containing just the northeastern corner of Marion County before moving east to cover several counties on the east central part of the state, including Hancock, Madison, parts of Delaware, Henry, Randolph, and Wayne counties. IU political science professor Paul Helmke had this to say about the changes.
There will be a lawsuit filed if this is adopted. And I think the strongest argument that the Democrats will have is that by chopping up Marion County the way they have, basically taking the minority vote and splitting it into 4 other districts, again, combining it with everything from communities on the Ohio River to communities up near Chicago, you're really diluting the minority vote, and you're doing that intentionally. And again, the argument on the other side is that they're doing it for partisan reasons. It has nothing to do with race, but since that's been the only
So we've seen this proposed map. What comes next? Well, the House convenes today at 2 o'clock, and that's when we can expect to see the redistricting bill introduced and find out which lawmaker is authoring that bill. We'll also find out what committee this redistricting bill is assigned to and the chairman of that committee and the members of that committee. Typically, once a bill is assigned to a committee, the chairman of that committee decides about testimony, and the public can sign up to testify. And it will be the chairman of the committee's job to decide testimony if they'll limit it or not. It's going to be interesting to see what that chairman decides, if there will be any limits on who can testify for and against this bill. We've talked to some of the folks here gathered today. They say they plan to sign up definitely to testify against it. Ann?
Yeah, quite the crowd there behind you. Emily, thanks so much. We'll check back. And as we continue to follow this debate on redistricting, lawmakers are responding as well following the release of that new draft map just this morning. Here's a couple responses. This one from Congressman Andre Carson saying, quote, "Hoosier values matter more than D.C. threats and bullying. Splicing up our state's largest city and its biggest economic driver into 4 parts is ridiculous. It's clear these orders are coming from Washington, and they clearly don't know the first thing about our community. Hoosiers have made their voices heard and won't stand for it." Other lawmakers like State Senator Jean Leising also have received death threats. The senator says her home was the target of a pipe bomb threat, and she says partly, "I believe these threats are a result of the redistricting pressure on Indiana." Threats like these to public officials are unacceptable, and I know law enforcement will do everything they can to bring whoever did this to justice. This threat will not stop me from serving my community to the best of my ability. A lot happening right now on this Monday after the holidays, and we are closely following the debate throughout the day and across all of our WTHR platforms. We have more of an in-depth review of this coming up on Crossroad Politics on WTHR Plus and, of course, all WTHR platforms. Also on this Monday, the weather. It is a weather impact alert Monday as we're tracking more snow that's going to start up this evening. Sean Ash joins us now with what we can expect today and tonight.
Yeah, we'll start right off. It's not going to impact the afternoon and early evening commute.
That's good.
That's good. Now, can't say the same thing if you have to travel overnight. And early tomorrow morning. So we're talking about potential of school disruptions.
All right.
Let's get right into it here. Winter weather advisory will go in place for nearly the entire state and likely becomes the entire state here. This will be for 7 p.m. this evening. 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. So the bulk of this is an overnight in terms of snowfall, though the impacts will linger possibly into the middle part of tomorrow morning. Live Doppler 13 radar, clean sweep right now. Temperatures ranging from the lower 20s in the deep snowpack over northern Indiana, where they get into the single digits with freezing fog and school delays and some cancellations across the northern part of the state, to the upper 20s here in central Indiana. So again, after school weather, pickups are fine. Your afternoon commute across the metro area is in good shape. I want to show you Future Track 13. Here's at 4 o'clock here. So far western Indiana, fair game by 5 or 6 p.m. This will get into the metro area between 7 and 8 p.m. here, and then it'll overspread the entire state tonight. Okay, from about 9 p.m. To about 3 or 4 in the morning, it is going to be a steady snow across the metro area, and a good portion of the state for that matter. This is by 4 o'clock, and then the snow will wrap up by 5 or 6 p.m., but temperatures will be in the teens and lower 20s. So we expect most places to get at least 2 inches. There will be some localized heavier bands that set up. I can't tell you exactly where those will be, but where they occur, 3 to 4 inch totals by tomorrow morning here. So we do expect slick travel. We do expect some school disruptions. We'll have a chilly 7-day forecast as we open up the month of December in just a few minutes.
Yes, it feels like winter, Sean, for sure. Thank you. This afternoon, Indianapolis Metro Police tell us they're investigating after a man was shot on the Far East Side. It happened around 2:45 this morning at a home on Point Harbor Drive. That's where police say they found a man shot and in critical condition. Medics took him to the hospital. We're learned that prior to that shooting, we did receive reports of people messing with car doors in that neighborhood. And after the shooting, Lawrence police were involved in a chase nearby with a stolen vehicle. Right now, officers tell 13 News they're not sure if these 2 incidents are related. And now to Fishers in Hamilton County, where a man was killed in a shooting at a popular bar. It's the Britain Tavern that's located on Mundy Drive near State Road 37. The shooting happened around 2:45 this morning inside the bar. Police tell us the victim was a 30-year-old man and he died at the scene. They also say at least one person, a 31-year-old man, now is in custody for his role in that shooting. The Marion County coroner is confirming that the man shot by police in Fishers last month has now died. Caleb Weiss was critically injured when he was shot by police in this incident that went down near 91st Street and Masters Road behind Castleton Square Mall. He went to a local hospital and he died there over this past weekend. Weiss was charged in a 2024 murder. Officers were serving a warrant for that murder when Weiss allegedly opened fire. Officers say they fired back. Weiss was due in Marion County Court on those charges later today.